Alrighty, yo, what is going on, everybody? Your boy, Mr. DDG94, here back with another reaction video. Today we're going to react to The Age of Addictions. This should be interesting. Without further ado, let's get right into it. I know the biggest addiction right now is the gambling addiction. That shit is ruining everybody's life, but I digress. So, anyways, though, let's get right into it.
Addictions have always been a thing in this world, and it's inevitable people get them. Each generation has had a different set of ones affect them more compared to the next. Boomers were more addicted to cigarettes and alcohol, being the victim of the tobacco industry and having them pay off doctors to say things like this.
You know, this night work's kind of rough, isn't it? That's right. But a Camel's always a pleasure.
Yes, folks, the pleasing mildness of a Camel is just as enjoyable to a doctor as it is to you.
Boy, they did the boomers and Gen X dirty, bro. They got y'all hooked on drugs and alcohol. They got these niggas hooked on drugs and alcohol. They got the boomers. They got them addicted to crack. They got the Gen Xers on weed and Molly and all this other shit. The millennials, we got fucked up on everything. We got fucked up on everything, and then we just passing it along to the next generation, and they passing it along to the next generation. Sad cycle we living in.
For me.
But hey, it's all good. They made it for that stress by beating their millennial children for asking them to get a toy. Millennials and Gen X are more addicted to alcohol and prescription drugs, and also posting the most cringe content you'll ever see on TikTok. I guess that's what happens when you were the victim of the generation that would beat you just because. You know what? If they're having fun on their side of the internet, I'm happy for them. And of course we end up with the dump of all that, which is Gen Z. But I think we're kind of different because before you had to do a little more searching in the past generations to get that addiction. You know, like have the money to buy a cigarette or alcohol. But now because of the digital age, it's made it almost impossible for Gen Z to not have an addiction. The amount of people in Gen Z who just have an addiction casually and we act like it's normal is kind of insane. We were the first test group of the internet's effect on a younger generation, and now that everyone's on the internet 24/7, like 90% of people have an addiction
because of the internet.
So I want to talk about all the ones that are getting pushed and more amplified with us, I would say. And we could start off with food. Okay, food didn't start with us, and Gen Z isn't even the fattest generation, but because of online ads and social media ads, it's very easy to push. We haven't even paid attention to the thought of how many food delivery apps we have. Bro, growing up, I remember the most you could deliver to your house was a pizza. It would be late night, and if you were craving something and didn't want to drive to an actual physical location, your ass had to order some Domino's or Papa John's. I know
Hell
it
no.
had to suck working at one of those.
Get Papa John's the fuck up out of here. It's Pizza Hut, nigga. Fuck you mean? It was Pizza Hut or Domino's, nigga. Now, when it comes to Little Caesars, you had to go there yourself because back then they didn't have delivery. You had to actually go there yourself. But that was back when the pizza was $5, so we wasn't tripping. People wasn't tripping. We go far. Hey, we go on a trip to go get some Little Caesars. We go on a trip to go get some Little Caesars. Ain't nobody shit. $5 pizza, shit. $20, 4 boxes, shit. We good for the weekend. That's how my mama used to do it. we broke.
Places back then though, because the amount of prank calls that would go viral on YouTube of people just trolling them was astronomical. Like this channel Ownage Pranks used to go A1 back in the day. Bro would spout the most stereotypical racist accent to a worker and ruin their day. And you don't even need the delivery apps anymore. If you just download the fast food apps, they get it delivered for you. You know, you got your Chick-fil-A's, McDonald's, Taco Bell, Food, Chipotle, wait what? Yeah, believe it or not, that was a real delivery service app until it got taken down. I wonder how such a family-friendly thing could violate Apple's terms of service. And if you download one of these food apps, you could save like half your costs by using them. They make it easier than ever to get big backed because they'll give you the best deals ever that for some reason they don't offer if you don't order on the app. And quarantine at my biggest backers, I was trapping off that McDonald's app getting a free large fry with a $1 purchase. You got with 2 million McDonald's points who order basically every day for the past 4 years.
Dang.
At that point, do you get to meet Ronald McDonald or something? Because that has to deserve some type of reward. Take TikTok got to be the biggest influence for food nowadays though. Because how many times have you seen a food spot on TikTok and it's near you? And you would think to yourself, well, damn, now I gotta try it to see what the hype is. With traveling nowadays, everyone's go-to when looking for food is going to TikTok to see what the people are saying is the best. I always think how insane Keith Lee's come up was, and it shows how big backed we really are. Because he quite literally will go to a food spot, give a review, and all it takes is a, God damn, that's good. And the whole restaurant is fully booked up for the rest of the year. That's not a diss either, by the way, you know what I'm saying? We have with Keith Lee over here. And then you got those mukbang videos that became popular where they're eating gargantuan masses of food. I learned that some people watch these because they want to feel like they're literally eating the food, but their stomach can't take it, so they watch someone else do it. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with them. I just get sick and want to yak out a car window.
I could never get into the mukbang video.
Like this, you dead ass abusing your stomach wall lining. Next, we got vaping. For all the people who watch me and
I can never get into the mukbang videos. Only time I could watch a mukbang video is if you talking about, if I'm actually interested in your content and you talking about something that interests me. But other than that, I can't fuck with mukbangs at all.
Vape, I just want to let you know you're bigger than the vape. So do me a favor and put it down for your health now and your future. And pick up a cigarette like a real. I always find it so insane that our generation was bombarded with PSAs about smoking and the harmful effects of it. Everyone ended up thinking we wouldn't be affected by it as much and be a much more healthy generation. Until they released flavors with the name Mango Cherry Freeze and Fortnite carts that no one knows the origin of to change minds instantly. I knew our generation was gonna be the most addicted to it when I would walk in the school bathroom and casually see two in a stall with clouds of smoke coming out of it. And you'd have some dude on lookout paying attention to the sound of the jingling of keys to tell if a staff member was around or not. Then they start fumbling around and waving the smoke around to try to hide it. I didn't even know how bad it was at first though, until I found out kids in elementary school are doing it too. As a kid in elementary school, where the f are you getting the money to even afford that? Are you selling your rare Fortnite skins or something, then ordering them on eBay? According to statistics, 3.5% of middle schoolers in America vape as well. Low key.
They gotta be getting them from the crackheads that be sitting in front of the. They be like, hey man, you want to make $20? That's what we used to do. When you trying to get some, when you got you some of that good weed, you know what I'm saying? Back in the days, we get you some of that good weed. You got to pay the crackhead in front, hoping that he won't finesse you. Talk about, hey man, you want to make a quick $20? Oh yeah, man, what you need me to do, man? Going up in there and give me some up there and give me some blunts, man. Go in there and give me some blunts real quick, man. I'm trying to smoke some. But I don't know if I should do that, young fella. If they was on that bullshit, we'd be like, man, fuck this nigga. Be like, hey, I'll do it. And we walk away and be like, nah, cause you on that bullshit. We ain't come here for no lecture, nigga. That's the thing. We ain't come here for no lecture, nigga. We came here to get the blunts. We ain't old enough. You can get the blunt, but you old enough, nigga. Get the blunts for us, and we good. That's all you had to do. All they got to do is just go in there and get us some swishers, bro. Just go in there and get some swisher seeds, and we good. But nah, you want to be all righteous and shit. No, we go find another crackhead.
We gotta bring back those scary anti-smoking ads. Because I remember when I was a kid being terrified of the thought of smoking. They would show the diagram of a healthy lung versus smoker lung, and I would have nightmares for the rest of the week. And no, you can't quit at any time. If you're somebody that has to sit there and reason with your friends like you're making a deal on Wall Street that you can, then let me introduce you to the last stage of grief, acceptance. It's okay to accept the fact that the rest of your friends are gonna live amazing, willingful lives until 80, 90, or 100. And at 40, you're gonna drop randomly in your kitchen after those mango cherry freeze chemicals reach your heart. And weed smokers, where y'all going? Cause y'all ain't safe from this either. In general, I think out of a weed smoker and vape smoker, the weed smoker is usually more healthy. Mainly because the product doesn't have mysterious chemicals imported from a factory in Beijing. Nowadays though, they be lacing the hell out of that weed, so I don't even know about that anymore. You could be picking up what you think is some regular saw from your local dealer, and it ends up being laced with fent, raccoon, and pee. The most annoying thing about weed smokers is they do the same thing as vape smokers, saying they can quit at any time, but they'll also argue with you, saying it makes them more productive. They'll bring up successful people that do it as an example, like, I don't know, Snoop Dogg or Wiz Khalifa. The person saying it though, 99% of the time is never productive. Like,
exactly.
You ask them what they did through—
never productive, bruh. I done met so many bitches, bruh, that would put the weed over their kids. Had $20 left. Be like, should I spend this $10? I mean, I need gas for work though. So I'm gonna put 10 in right now, and then I'm gonna say the other 10. But what about your kids though? They got something to eat. I mean, they got got some noodles and some hot dogs. They'll be all right. No, why don't you go get them babies some Happy Meals? These women, bruh, I can't tell you how many women I met, bruh, that do that shit, bruh. They put the weed over their kids, bruh. They don't care about none of that shit, bruh. They trying to get high to the sky. It's like, you really put the weed over, you really put the za over your kid? That's crazy. Couldn't be me, bruh. I feel sorry for this generation of kids coming up. I see why they fucked up now. I see why they bad as hell and fucked up now. Because their parents don't care about them.
For the week, and it's take a shower once, rage on Valorant, goon to Sophie Rain, then smoke 7 times. If you're not one of those productive people using it, then you can't say it. And you'll also never be as productive as someone sober in that time. It's so bad, you got who will work the whole week, then half of their paycheck is going to some rolling papers in that flight duck pack. I think the reason why the rise of addictions and smoking weed is because it's so easy to access nowadays. They got whole apps meant to deliver strains to people, and you can go on Snapchat and casually see 10 dealers in a 1-mile radius. Back then, people were scared of getting caught, especially when the internet wasn't a thing. Plus, it was a lot more penalized, so people didn't take the risk. Next, we got gooning. I already made a whole video on this, so we don't gotta spend a lot of time on this. But the algorithms nowadays, more than ever, are meant to fuel horniness. Like, have y'all ever opened your Instagram feed or TikTok feed and they're literally throwing it in your face?
Yep.
No matter how many times I click not interested, it doesn't work. I think they have the button there just for fun. The best platform I see optimized where I don't see it is YouTube, because my algo was built brick by brick. It still happens though, trust me. Like, somebody watching this probably got some freaky AI chatbot ad.
Nah.
But on Instagram and TikTok,
Nah. My Twitter has been pretty solid for the past couple of months. My Twitter is actually solid. They just be bringing me NBA shit and WWE shit. So actually, my Twitter algorithm is good. I can't speak for my Instagram though. My Instagram fucked. My Instagram fucked. Ain't nothing but ass and titties on Instagram, and I like it that way. But YouTube, they don't even allow that type of shit. So good luck trying to find that.
they purposely don't listen to me. I just want one person to do some research on these algorithms and see if they got a horny piece of code written in there. A lot of people also talk about why were we so sexual at a young age, which is kind of true, you know, when I think about it. It's a mix of things. One being the internet, although it's not as bad as now. Like a Gen Alpha kid with unmonitored access in 2025 is probably gonna win this corn at the age of 7. Probably a mix of us looking at these Disney stars when we were kids and thinking of some freaky. The crazy thing to me was the shift of how OF stars and corn stars were perceived. Back then, I remember when a girl got leaked, it was the worst thing to happen to her life. Like her whole sacred temple was exposed to the world. Or just somebody ousted as doing that line of work. They would never want that info out. But nowadays, if you see a link tree in that bio, it's like a Russian roulette of if you'll see an OnlyFans link or not. It's just a casual thing now to see someone naked online. Never in my life growing up, I would think someone I went to high school with would start one, but I'm about 0 to 3 wrong, so good thing I didn't put a bet on that. Oh, and speaking of bets, gambling is next. Parlays have by themselves ruined the financial dreams
y'all niggas OD with them bets.
Because with parlays, it feels like you're not putting much up. And if you already hate your job or you're trying to make it out, you're gonna take the risk and throw in something you can lose, like $10 or $20. But that ends up adding up, and as you keep losing, you end up losing like half your week's salary over some stupid ass prediction. My opinion is sports gambling is way more of a problem for us than traditional gambling. Like, I feel like that was the problem more back then. Although we definitely got our addicts for that too. Kick as a platform is pretty much meant as a funnel to stake where you can play slots to your heart's desire. Sports betting wouldn't even be that bad if everyone doing it actually had the disposable income too. But there should be no reason your whole paycheck is going on a bet. And it's really hard to stop because when you do get those wins, you always think you could get one potentially with another bet. And I don't know about y'all, but I've been getting a whole lot more of sports betting app ads a lot. It makes no sense too because I live in Texas. I can't even gamble here. So why are they even pushing it here when it's banned? Like, it makes zero sense to me. It's almost like they know people can use VPNs to do it anyways. And they be giving some crazy ass bonuses just for you to join and make a single bet. Like, who wouldn't take a free $100 to bet for just a tiny risk of forever being indebted to the app and watching every single one of the 500 bets you made in the past week. Just a tiny risk though. The sports betting industry growth is so insane when you look at the chart. Just 7 years ago, it was only $209 million, and now it's around $4 to $6 billion. If this ain't an indication of a recession, then I don't know what is. People's doing anything to get money. I guarantee there's some dads out there risking their paycheck and if their kids get to eat just to see if the bet will hit of LeBron getting over 40 points in a game. Next, we got caffeine. And it's time to be open and honest, y'all. This is probably the thing I match closest with. My excuses, though, I only take pre-workout on days I work out, which is 5 days in a week. Not really a good excuse, though, but trust me, I can quit anytime. I just need a little powder sprinkled in my toothpaste to get my bones jolting. Caffeine addiction is
y'all coffee drinking ass niggas. You just as bad as the cigarette niggas. The vaping cigarette niggas, y'all just as bad as them. Y'all need help as well. Y'all niggas will kill somebody over at Starbucks. Remember they shut a Starbucks down by my house? They shut a Starbucks down by my house recently. Nigga, people mad as hell, bruh. It's like, I have to go all the way out here to go get my coffee now. It's not fair. It's fucking coffee. You can make it at home. But ain't like Starbucks.
is probably the easiest one to get because when you're tired in a day and need a little boost, it's one of the few legal substances you can take to boost your energy. Sadly, they banned the original Coke formula, but I've heard there's ways to get around it. It also doesn't help that on TikTok, people will post their favorite coffee recipes or drink they got at Starbucks. Then people run to the store to get the exact same one to see what the hype is about. Everybody all of a sudden also started drinking matcha and making matcha everything. Matcha coffees, matcha pancakes, matcha noodles. A couple of years ago, would have seen something like this and fried you on the internet for even having it. But now all you gotta do is post the trying matcha noodles on TikTok and people will love it just because it's matcha. Where the f did all this matcha talk come from though? Like, matcha is cool to me, but how did they get to the point where we're facing potential global shortages of it because everyone's having it? Also, having energy drinks is more commonplace now. Like, I remember in the past, if you told someone you was drinking energy drinks, they thought you were cooked, providing for 4 different families on a one-man salary while getting 4 hours of sleep. Every company now, for some reason,
I tried the Monster energy drinks one time. Disgusting. Disgusting. I don't ever want to. Any energy drink out there, disgusting. All of them disgusting. I'll just, even if it's just the one I drunk, which was Monster, I don't care. That shit is fucking nasty. I don't care what anybody says.
As their own line of energy drinks. Like, who is deadass drinking the Toxic Waste energy drink and the Sonic the Hedgehog energy drink? Actually, that last one might not be too bad. Might just have me a grab it. I think caffeine addiction is also rising too because a lot more people are sleep deprived nowadays. It's a blessing for real if you can get 8 full hours of sleep in this time. So when people are tired, they say, why not? Let me just get one energy drink for the day. There is a very big risk with it though, and we can't forget. Energy drinks have only been getting used a lot more in the past 2 decades.
Red Bull is fucking garbage too.
Long-term studies on their effects, and there's even tragic cases about it, like the case of Katie Donnell. Katie Donnell was a 28-year-old teacher and fitness enthusiast, and she always tried to live a healthy lifestyle and had a lot of caffeine through the day as one of the things. She would have 3 energy drinks a day and a caffeine supplement.
Red Bull is garbage too.
Going to the gym. And by the way, the recommended max amount of caffeine you're supposed to have in a day is 400 milligrams. Depending on how much caffeine those drinks had, she could have been having like 2x or 3x the daily limit. But even if they were smaller amounts, I think we can all agree that just the sound of having 3 energy drinks a day is insane. And in 2021, Katie had a heart attack and had to be put in the hospital. Where 10 days later, she sadly passed away from the effects of it. So if you're near having 3 drinks a day, it might be time to reconsider how many you're having. The best schedule for people that do want to have caffeine is 5 days a week with at least 2 days off it. The more you have it, the more tolerant you get to it. So it's always better to have a little reset just so the effects still hit. It's also a problem too that kids are now starting to have energy drinks. When Prime released its energy drinks, there was parents complaining that their kids were having them and it was causing problems. I don't know what type of stress these is even going through to be having energy drinks. I only started drinking them after having some adult type responsibilities. Before 18, I wasn't having them.
I tried a Prime energy drink just out of curiosity. Disgusting. I took one sip of that shit. I threw that whole can.
And once again, parents strike again at not monitoring their kids, because how do they even get access to these energy drinks? Since I said I only have them when I work out, we might as well throw gym in there as an addiction. Some of y'all might think it's odd that gym is here, but if you see how fitness social media is now, you know how bad it can get. There's been a lot more of a rise in gym influencers since 2020. I'm glad the gym is becoming way more popular though, because in general it's good for everyone's health. But the lengths some people take to look like some of the influencers online is unbelievable. It's universally known now that a lot of influencers online straight up use performance enhancing drugs to look the best. One of the biggest known cases I would say is The Rock. Everyone knows for his physique at his age, it's almost impossible for him to look like this without taking some type of performance enhancing drug. He always denies it and says he doesn't use them, which no one believes. Because when your job is to look the best, a lot of these influencers and celebs feel like they have no choice but to take them to keep up with everyone. And people in the gym community point out all the time who may be fake or real. One of the biggest gym influencers on YouTube's job is literally predicting from years of experience what influencer or celeb transformation is real or fake. But even if the influencers doing it are natural, it's never good to compare yourself, because their entire job is meant to look good. Like, they can spend hours at a time in the gym every day to look like that. Meanwhile, the average person usually gets out of school or work and can have 1 or 2 hours max. And it leads to people thinking they have to take the same drugs those influencers are taking. Nowadays, there's people who will show their journey through taking steroids or testosterone casually. I guess it's kind of good they're being honest, but like, can you imagine people did this for any other drug? Imagine a meth addict showing their journey of taking it through the years. And the people taking these drugs are getting younger and younger because they look up to these guys, ruining their whole body before it even got time to fully develop. It's okay to accept the fact that you probably won't reach their level, and if you do, it'll just take you significantly longer, which is fine. Like, bro, you got decades of your life to reach that type of build if you want to. You don't gotta rush it when you're young. And the reality is, you probably won't even want to keep up with that type of physique because it'll be too much work.
That's why I don't want to be in the gym. I don't want to be in the gym. I just want to hoop. I just want to hoop, bro. Hooping is good enough for me. That's the best exercise for me, bro, is hooping. Anything else, lifting weights and all that other shit, fuck out of here. I'll probably get on the treadmill or the bikes and stuff like that. I do cardio, but I ain't doing no fucking... Gotta push it to the stream, bro. We gotta do leg day, bro. Fuck my legs. Fuck my legs. As long as I can walk with them bitches, that's all that matters. What the fuck you mean? Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Niggas want to look like fucking Hulk Hogan and The Rock and shit. Hell no, nigga. I just want to be able to make a fadeaway, nigga. I want to be able to do is make a fadeaway. That's it.
The last category we got, which 90% of my audience will relate to, is unemployment. Unemployment is the new cool lifestyle that everyone's getting into.
I'm 34.
It ain't unemployment, it's homelessness. Homelessness is the new cool thing now. I don't know what is going on with Gen Z and the younger generation, but nigga, being homeless is not cool, bruh. Y'all niggas TikToking your homeless journey. You niggas are sad. You niggas are sad. You niggas are documenting your failures and enjoying it. I just recently walked into a new town. I think I'm somewhere in Wichita, but I don't know where I am. But they had a Starbucks, so I went there first to charge my phone. Then I got a latte. How the fuck you afford a latte? How do you afford a latte? This is what I don't understand. How do you afford a latte? How do you have enough? How do you have stuff on your phone to keep you? This shit don't make no sense. You're supposed to be homeless, nigga. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. These niggas will walk to a fucking Starbucks sitting there and talk about they homeless day journey. It's like, nigga, you did nothing. You just walked from one city, you just walked from one town to the next. It's sad. I don't even think TikTok is paying people no more. I think they recently just said TikTok is finna stop paying creators now. And I'm happy. I'm happy that these bums don't get paid no more, because the content that they putting out on there is dangerous, bro. That is a dangerous mindset to have, to tell people it's okay to be homeless. Yeah, bro, it's okay to be homeless, bro. Niggas homeless but got the new Jordans. That's crazy, bro. Niggas got the whole Jordan. Niggas got Jordan 11s on. Talking about they homeless jersey. It's like, bro, how you got the new Jordans but you homeless? This don't make no sense. Make it make sense, bro. This shit ain't cool, bro. To the younger generation, the Gen Z, it's not cool to be homeless, bro. It's not cool to be a bum. You can sit up here and blame the economy, which I understand. It's hard to the shit get rent going up, but payroll is not going up. I understand that. I understand it's an imbalance right now. I understand it, but you have to learn to live below your means. See, y'all niggas want to be too flashy. You want to wear the brand new J's. You want to wear the brand new shits. You want to look fresh and look good. Nah. Get your money, take care of what you need to take care of. That's all you have to be concerned with, bruh. Who raised you young niggas? Like, real talk, who raised you young niggas? To where it's okay to be homeless. This shit not cool. Like, nigga, bro, I can sit up here and be broke. I'll be a broke ass nigga. I don't care. They can call me a broke y'all I want to. At least I ain't homeless. Shit, y'all niggas love being homeless. I never understood that. A generation that loves to be homeless and thinks that shit is cool. You're a loser, and you're trying to justify the fact that you that you lost everything. Showing you're trying to justify your irresponsible ways. Is basically what I'm trying to say. You're showing how irresponsible you are, and then you're trying to justify it through TikTok videos. Make it make sense, bro. Make it make sense.
34. Okay, what do you do?
I am a risk taker. I'm a road runner. I'm an entrepreneur.
I mean, think of it. You can nibble off of someone else's work for free while laying down on a couch and watching your favorite TV show. Society's become so cooked that anyone who quits their job or anyone who's applied to more than 5 and got denied just give up and decide to live that lifestyle. You even mention the word job to certain and they start quivering in fear for their life. You know what? I'm feeling pretty evil today. Let's go ahead and go on a TOS run to get me packed out of here real quick. And I do want to put a disclaimer. What you're about to hear may be disturbing. Job, employment, working, career, business, profession, operation. I feel free being able to say what I want. I feel like the world is in the palm of my hand. For some reason, even though it feels like no one is getting a job now, we're actually reaching low levels of employment, well, at least compared to 2020. Moment of silence for all my who were looking for a job during COVID. Glad that wasn't me, because God knows where I would be right now. The thing that's doomed Gen Z is as soon as finally started to get their degrees and get ready for the real world, AI had to advance at levels we never thought possible. I might have to make a video on just this alone. Man, we all thought AI would take jobs like fast food and have robots flipping burgers, but that's it. Now you got AI that can code entire websites for free. You got AI that automatically run YouTube channels and generate them unlimited money. And for us, it was a big rush of people getting STEM degrees because everyone was saying that was the speed run to get a 6-figure job. It's great to know that all those degrees are completely useless now that those jobs are taken by AI. Damn. So no wonder everyone's giving up and are embracing their unemployment. And when GTA 6 drops, mark my words, will quit their jobs just to have time to play this once-in-a-lifetime game. I'm truly scared for the job market in that moment. Hospitals are gonna be empty from doctors and nurses trying to finish the GTA 6 storyline. So anyways, that's about it. If you don't align close to any of the things I mentioned, then congrats, you're one of the special ones. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, I love you guys consensually. And until next time, I'm out.
Alrighty, man. That's just gonna about do it for this one, man. Most definitely, man. There's some sick addictions out here, man. I don't really have any true addictions. You know what I'm saying? You used to have a gooner addiction. I'm past that now. I'm past that now. I don't even know who in the game now. I don't even know who the hottest in the game is. I just go by the ones that I grew up watching. I don't even care. But outside of that, though, I don't really have any true addictions or nothing like that. Yeah, I retired. I stepped away from the game. I'm retired. I retired. I put my gooner jersey in the Raptors. I'm in the Hall of Fame now. I'm an OG. So yeah. But I was in the golden age though. I was in the golden age with the Pinkies, the Vanessa Blues, the Jada Fires, the Misty Souls, the Carmen Hazes. Yeah, I was in the golden age. Yeah, I don't know what these niggas on. These niggas, they stars whack. Y'all stars whack. I ain't gonna even hold y'all. Y'all stars whack. They don't even do it right. They don't even do it good on camera. But I digress though. But anyways, so let's just go about do it for this one. I'll see y'all the next video. Till then, deuces.